Hello adventurers, back with RTD Adventures here. We're on the road to Disney. I'm Brian.
And I'm Jacob.
And I just got back from Disneyland, and let me tell you what, Genie Plus is confusing, but we're here to help you make sense of it all. I've got a few days worth of practice to help you guys just make sense of, how does it even work? Is it worth it? We're gonna give you the lowdown here so you know exactly what to do on your next trip. All right, you guys, so Disney Genie is part of the Disneyland app, and it's free to use, but it's not the same as Genie Plus. So we're here to talk about Genie Plus, which is where you can skip toward the front of the line, and this costs additional. It's $20 per person per day, and you need to purchase this in order to jump toward the front of the line. And don't get confused here, because this is also different from individual lightning lanes. So Genie Plus gets you a lightning lane, and we're gonna tell you the difference between those two here coming up in just a second.
So, there are a few rules that you need to understand when having Genie Plus. The first rule is everyone has to have purchased it to use the lightning lanes available with Disney Genie Plus. Now the second rule is you can only use it once per ride per day. And another thing to understand is this does not get you to the front of the line. I know, crazy. It actually gets you to an express lane that they kind of feature moving along a lot faster than the normal lane, but it's definitely not the front of the line.
And these are what you call lightning lanes. So you've got your standby lane. This is what you just get in line for when you're gonna just wait in the general line to get to the front. This is where most people are gonna choose to stand. But then the lightning lanes are the express lanes you purchase through Genie Plus. All right, so now it's time to use Genie Plus. You're ready to choose your lightning lane. So you're gonna go into the app, you're gonna find the attraction you're gonna use it for, and it's gonna tell you the return times that are available. So let's just say, for example, we're going to Space Mountain.
Yes.
Right? One of my favorites.
Space Mountain.
We're gonna go to Space Mountain, and let's say that there's a return time at 11 o'clock. That means that if I select my lightning lane for 11 o'clock, I can go and use the lightning lane after 11, and I've got 1 hour to do so. So from 11 to 12, that's my window to get in line. Now, just to be warned, if you do not use your lightning lane during the window that it states in the app, you're gonna lose it. That doesn't mean that you can request that lightning lane again later for the same attraction. It's just gone for the day. So be aware of when your return window is. That way you're not gonna miss out.
Another awesome perk to Disney Genie Plus is PhotoPass is included. Now, you see a professional photographer walking around taking photos, you can walk right up to them, they scan the barcode, they take a photo, and boom, it's on your phone. Well, it's on the app, but still, it's on your phone.
This also means that you're going to be getting your ride photos directly available on the phone, and that again is included as part of the Disney Genie Plus PhotoPass.
So Brian.
Yes.
I have the app open.
Right.
I'm in my hotel. How do I, get on a ride from there? Like, how do I choose a ride time, and when do I come back?
Well, you know what? You can't actually use Genie Plus unless you're inside the park. So until you get to the park, not only can you not use it, but you can't even purchase it. So once you're inside the park, that's your opportunity to start using Genie Plus.
That's why the app wouldn't open.
Now, here's a little tip for using Disney Genie Plus. You don't actually want to use this for the first couple hours that the park is open, because the lines are gonna be short right after rope drop, and you don't really have to wait very long to get to the front anyways. So let's say you buy Disney Genie Plus. As soon as you enter the park at rope drop, you've got a couple hours where the lines are gonna be short, and if you're using your lightning lanes too soon, then you're using them in a time where you wouldn't have to otherwise wait very long anyways.
Oh, I like it. Okay, another question, Brian. How many lightning lanes can I get at one time?
That's a little bit tricky. So typically, you're only allowed one lightning lane at a time. So let's say we book our lightning lane for Space Mountain. Let's go back to that one because that's
Space
a favorite,
Mountain.
Right? We go to Space Mountain, we scan in. As soon as we scan in for our return time and we're in line in that lightning lane ready to go on Space Mountain, then we can request a brand new lightning lane for another attraction. But here's where it gets a little tricky. If you select a return time that's 2 hours or more away from the current time, let's say it's 10 o'clock right now, and I don't select a lightning lane return window until 12:30. That's past that 2 hour mark. So once the 2 hours have gone by since I made the initial selection, I can then go in and make a second selection.
That's 2. And, pro tip, make sure you set an alarm on your phone for when your next lightning lane is going to be coming up. It will not remind you.
So that means if you've got that window that's 2 hours or more ahead, you've got to set that alarm, otherwise you're missing out on valuable lightning lane time.
Another thing to know when using Genie Plus is it works across both parks. Okay, so if you're hopping and you want to go over to, let's say you're in Disneyland and you want to go over to California Adventure, you can actually book a lightning lane in California Adventure. However, not until after 1 p.m. because that is also when the park hopping actually starts. So you cannot do so until after 1 p.m.
And here's the nice thing about that. Disney Genie Plus knows that it's not time for park hopping if you're before 1 o'clock, so it won't actually let you make those selections until after that park hopping time has begun. All right, now there are a limited number of lightning lanes available for each attraction, so the popular rides are going to be requested more often. That means that,
Makes sense.
Let's say that a lot of people start requesting one ride at the beginning of the day, the return times are going to keep getting pushed out further and further, so there's not giant crowds all coming at one time. You need to take this into consideration so that if you're wanting to book those popular rides, you don't wait too late into the day, because once they're gone, and that's it. All right, now this portion of the video is sponsored by, well, nobody, because we're brand new to this and we don't have sponsorships yet, but that's where you come in. If you think that this stuff is giving you some value, we want you to like, we want you to share, we want you to subscribe, and that's gonna help get us some sponsorships. If you love the magic and you wanna help us expand, you know what to do. Hit the button, hit the notification bell.
Down there. It's right there. Hit the button. It's right down there. Do it. Do it now. Do it. So here's a question a lot of people ask. Does Genie Plus work with Rider Swap? And the short answer, yes. Yes, it does. So it works the exact same way. However, both people have to have Genie Plus to do so.
So here's a bonus tip.
Yes. Bonus tip.
If you see that there is a ride that's down and you make a selection for that ride and the window comes up and the ride is still down, then your lightning lane gets converted into a pass that can be used on any attraction except for just a couple of them, right? Just the ones that don't normally have it. Peter Pan, Rise of the Resistance, Radiator Springs, Spider-Man Web Slingers. Other than that, you can use your return window to go to any ride that uses lightning lane.
Even if I've already done it?
Even if you've already done it, there's no restrictions on that. As long as it's an attraction that uses a lightning lane, you can use your pass for it.
Yes. Now, if you buy Genie Plus through Getaway today with your tickets, it's nice because you don't have to actually purchase it for each individual day. It's all included in one package. And if the price was to, for some reason, go up on Genie Plus, you don't have to worry about paying for that additional price. You've already locked in what you've already paid, so you don't have to worry about it.
So if you're interested in booking your next trip, call 1-855-GETAWAY or go to getawaytoday.com. They've got all the best deals on tickets and hotels to help you plan your next trip.
Do it.
So what rides are included with Disney Genie Plus? Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Indiana Jones Adventure, Space Mountain, Autopia, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, Star Tours, Matterhorn Bobsleds, Splash Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, It's a Small World, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin.
And over in Disney's California Adventure, we got Goofy Sky School, Grizzly River Run, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Breakout, Monsters Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue, Soarin' Around the World, Toy Story Midway Mania.
And rides that are included under individual lightning lanes are Radiator Springs Racers, Rise of the Resistance, and Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure.
So what do you think? Disney Genie Plus, are you going to purchase it? Do you feel like it's worth it to you?
And have you used it in the past? Well, let us know in the comments below your experience using it and if you plan to use it on your next trip. All right, we want to hear about this. Disney Genie Plus can be confusing, but hopefully it's a little bit less so now that we've got to give you our little spiel about our experience with it.
Now, if you felt like these tips were helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. And as always, thanks for watching.